Friday, it's Awards Wednesday, and we got a tournament report, but we also got a Star Wars CCG collection pickup. I'm working on a trade when I get to Baton Rouge. I just gotta say goodbye to the fan. Love you too. I'll see you later.
Bye. May the force be with you.
All right, let's get to Baton Rouge.
Shall we play a game?
We got Star Wars Unlimited. We got classic Star Wars games. We got old school D&D, independent RPGs, mini painting, Warhammer, of course, tons of other games. But first, we're gonna need some coffee here on Port Barista Productions. So this is my version of the Blonde Sabine deck that I ran. Let's bring up the deck image, make this a little bit better for everybody to see. Alright. So yeah, we got Sabine, we got Nabat Village as my base. I love being able to draw the 9 cards, sculpt that perfect hand, and there's some really good banger hand so you can get out of this. There is a lot of bounty units in this, just to get some good aggro going on, you know, to be able to drop a cartel turncoat or the unlicensed headhunters on like a pair of cartel turncoats on turn 1, or the unlicensed headhunter on turn 1, just being able to get in there for some really good aggro beats. R2 can also go on. If we don't need to have the initiative, we can build up a big board and look at our opponent and be like, yeah, what do you want to do? So yeah, we got 3 cartel turncoats, 3 R2s. We got 2 copies of They Hate That Ship. We got 2 copies of Hotshot Blaster. We got 3 copies of Green Squadron A-Wing, standard red aggro deck here in this for a little bit here with the Hotshots and the greens. We got 3 copies of L337. Just, you know, good to have her shielded in the mirror match to be able to put her down, and I wish in case she can survive against the Sabine and still be able to, you know, untap, throw a blaster on her on turn 3 and just bash face. We got Sabine, of course, you gotta play her, and like I said, the unlicensed headhunters. There's so much cheap stuff that we're gonna be putting on that we're gonna be doing a lot of different actions, so usually we can stall our opponent out until like this is the only thing we have left to attack with, then we attack with it, and then they're like, well, I can't heal up the damage on the base. Okay, so yeah, we got 2 copies of Breaking In. These used to be Surprise Strikes, but I love having the Saboteur, so definitely to get around any of the Sentinel units that my opponent's going to try to slow me down with, because Sentinel is a pain in the butt for aggro. We got 3 copies of Sneak Attack, so just being able to pay the 2, drop a K2SO on turn 3, and bash in for, you know, get 7 onto their base. On that turn, we got 3 copies of Fighters for Freedom. We do have a lot of red cards in here, and just another Saboteur. A little extra ping damage coming around. Also, it's a Rebel, which works great with Fleet Lieutenant. 3 copies of Fleet Lieutenant. So, Fleet Lieutenant on turn 2 with a sneak attack is 5 damage to your opponent's base. You also ping each other for 1, so that puts you at 6 damage on turn 1 that you've dealt. Turn 2, you're attacking with a K2SO that you've sneak attacked in. So you got 6 to 7 damage. Ping with Sabine, that gets you up to another 7. Yeah, that gets you up to a 14 damage on your opponent's base on turn 2. And then you just need to be able to close out the game on turn 3, which is your flip turn, which is probably bringing out a Hotshot Blaster on Sabine, or you're going to do some cheeky shenanigans and definitely build up the board a bit more. So yeah, there's like Sneak Attack, Fleet Lieutenant. This is all aggro, no breaks. We got 3 copies of Millennium Falcon. Again, all aggro, no breaks. We got 3 copies of Red 3. Sometimes I like to Sneak Attack in a Red 3 just to be like, okay, let's get the board going. Once I've gone wide, it's gone a little bit later, and I can just get in a ton of aggro on my opponent. Or sometimes I'll even just sneak attack in a Millennium Falcon just to be able to put a second Falcon down, get 3 more damage onto their base. This deck is all about cheating cost and bashing face. We got a Sabine's Masterpiece. You get to do a little ramp with the resource readying, as long as we got a yellow unit on the field. Also getting the pings for having aggro units on the field, so great. For a cause I believe in, this top deck won me a few games and a few matches over the weekend. Well, not over the weekend, it was just one day. But then we got, of course, our K2SOs. We got 3 of those. We got 2 home ones. This is our turn 4 big beat stick coming down. Being able to just, like, they hate that ship, drop a home 1, and then they have to answer the home 1, which is probably going to eat their entire field. Or they're going to possibly, turn 5, you can sneak attack a fleet lieutenant or just drop a fleet lieutenant onto hit the home 1, bash into their base for 9. You can breaking in on a home 1, bash into their base for 9. You see how this goes. The deck is not meant to last into the late game. Sideboard options. Yeah, I'll scroll down just so you can see those cards that are hiding behind me. Sideboard options, we got Heroic Resolve, just a little extra pump spell if we need it, just to race a little harder. We got 2 copies of Bamboozle, just to hate on equipment. 2 Leias, just to kind of play a little bit of a tempo game if we need to. They're going to get out some cheap, hard-hitting units. We need to bring our Leias in in order to tap those down, so we're not going to be hit as hard. We got 3 Disabling Fang Fighters. These come in just to be like, okay, we need more upgrade hate. And then we got 2 copies of Wrecker Boom! As just, like, if we know that they're going to be space heavy, we can bring the Wreckers in and use them as ground pounder units just to be able to get in and and put some more hurt onto our opponent and try to, get in there for the damage that we need. So we need to have something big and beefy on the ground. But yeah, great deck. Let's dive into talking to my opponents. Talk to each of them after the end of our matches, except for my round 1 opponent. I forgot to record that, but don't worry, I ended up facing him later. Alright, we're here with Paul. He is cracking open the Jump to Lightspeed box that was part of this big, massive trade. How's it going, man?
It's going.
Alright. Just going to show everybody else what I traded you. We got a Spark Rebellion box, a Shadows of the Galaxy box, a Hyperspace Energy Conversion Lab, Luke Judge promo, Vader Judge promo, Lando Calrissian Showcase, a Hyperspace Lake Country, Thrawn Showcase, and Luke Showcase. And cracked anything good out of the box yet?
2 legendaries.
2 legendaries so far.
That's the biggest. Nothing overly fancy.
Seriously, man, if you want those binders back, I'll go de-sleeve everything.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I've had those binders for.
So you said that you only collected, you never played.
I played a couple of games, not many. Only a handful. Not enough to really make it worth anything. And they've been sitting in my house for the last. Been carrying those things around for what, 30 years? Roughly?
I'm going to give them a good home for the next 30 at least.
When did that stuff come out? That started in
1995. It's actually the 30th anniversary this fall.
So,
and you're rocking Sabine green for the tournament today.
That is correct.
All right. We just had the Battle of the Sabines off. Wish you luck in the rest of the rounds. Keep my tiebreakers up.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see each other again in the top 8.
Well, we've got 9 of us. Top 4 would be the...
Hey, I'm Ryan Bajon. I am the tournament organizer here at Little Wars for Star Wars Unlimited, and we're having our Store Showdown today. 9 participants. For prizing, we actually have 45 packs of Jump to Lightspeed for our 9 players today, and our Store Showdown kit came in, but actually has extra Devastators and missing the top 8 Devastators. Instead, we have 2 sets of top 4, 3 Devastator Champion cards, 4 finalist Devastator cards. Yeah, and that's it. And today I'm going to be playing set 4 Han, Never Tell Me the Odds, Cunning, Double Cunning, with Nabat Village.
Hi, my name is Van Vo, and I own Little Wars in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Little Wars is the oldest operating game store in Louisiana. It actually opened in the 1980s, 1987, I think, thereabouts. I took it over in 2017. I'm the 3rd owner, and we have a new location now. We just opened over here in 2023, so it's been a couple of years now. And yeah, we do a little bit of everything at Little Wars. I've always been a variety gamer, so I love miniatures, I love role-playing games, board games, all of it, card games. So we do a little bit of everything here, and I would love for you to come visit my store. We're open Monday through Sunday. We open at 11 a.m. every day. We close at 9 p.m. most days, 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and then we close a little early on Sunday at 7.
My name is Bo. I'm playing Tarkentown with Pre Vizsla. I've been playing for 1 month.
Nice. Yeah, cool. Okay.
I'm Eric McCauley. I've been playing Star Wars Unlimited for 1 week. Not even really a week. I've probably played like 3 games with the deck I have, which is Vader Yellow.
Which gave me a run for my money, man. Like, seriously, top deck, if I didn't see 3 cards, the 3 hero cards on that, for a cause I believe in, just dead. It was a brutal final match we played. And it's good we went to 3, man. For a new player, man, you're doing great.
Yeah, thanks. Top forward. It's a pretty easy deck to play for newer players, and it's very cheap to make.
Yo, I think it's the cheapest deck in the format right now.
Yeah, and it's one of the best. So if you're new, that's the deck I recommend.
Definitely. All right, then. Good games?
Yeah, good game.
Hope to see you again sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we don't have I didn't do my round 1 opponent because it's actually my final boss. So, yeah, ready for the finals.
My name's James. I am playing Kira Data Vault today. I've been playing Star Wars Unlimited since set 1. This deck, on and off, set 3, set 4. Yeah, I'm usually a Cad Bane, Boba Fett kind of player, but I saw the opportunity for control. She's really strong right now, so I decided to run with it.
All right. Hopefully this goes better than game 1. Well, he whooped me in first round of the Swiss, so of course he whooped me in the finals, so James got it. I am heading back home, and we are going to look at those Star Wars CCG Decipher cards as soon as I get back. All right, this is huge. So these are open box. They're just empty boxes. We got Young Jedi, A New Hope, Japanese Dagobah, Hoth, and Endor, plus Premier booster packs, Premier starter decks, a display for special edition starters, a Luke Skywalker tournament sealed deck, but that's all the packs been open. It's just the Luke Skywalker box. First, second, and third anthologies, all in good shape with the slip covers, the bulk, and binders. I'm just going to go through these real fast because honestly, it's a lot of stuff here. I don't want to go through everything. So this is the Dagobah binder. Key cards I was looking for, missed to see if they were in here. We do have the Executor. I call it Executor. I know it's Executor. We got the Houndstooth. We got IG-88. We got Miss Hunter. And we got Punishing One. I had this all in alphabetical order. We got Son of Skywalker. We got Ghosty. Needs to come down on the floor. We did not have a Yoda, but I believe I have a Yoda already. Then we got Cloud City. There's no Boba Fett, but I've got the Boba Fett to complete this set. What was the other one? The Slave One was the other big hit from this. Did we? can't remember if we got the Slave one. We got the Dark Side Lando. We did not get Light Side Lando. Princess Leia. Yeah, so no Slave 1 and no Light Side Lando. We got, next binder up is the New Hope and Hoth. So we got the attack run. We got the Chewbacca. I've got tons of Chewbaccas. We got the Commence Primary Mission, Conquest. We got the Death Star. We got Greedo. One of the other big hits I was hoping for in there. We got R2. And we got Red 2. Didn't get a Red 5. Yeah, we didn't get Red 5 because Red 5 would be right there. We got the Super Laser. I don't think... Yeah, there wasn't a Wedge because Wedge would be right there. Did get a Commander Luke. Blizzard 2 and Blizzard Scout. Blizzard 1. Okay, so I'm seeing the pattern. Blizzard 1 would have been there. What else was good in Hoth? Was there an Anakin's lightsaber? No, because Anakin's lightsaber would have been right there. Got the Wampa Cave. Notables. Yeah, that's all for Hoth and A New Hope. Next up, coming after this is special edition, we got Endor. And I believe there was some RTJ in here, but we got both the Admirals. Looking through. I'm not seeing any of the other big hits for the set. Then we got this starts RTJ. None of the big RTJ Return of the Jedi hits. Sadly, no Luke and no Vader, which would have made this collection like almost too pricey for me. Did we get Death Star 2? I don't forget. 2 document. Nah, so we didn't get any of the Death Star 2 locations. That's sad. Oh wait, the Death Star 2 locations were in RTJ. Yeah, I'm in RTJ right now. Alright. Did we get a Saber 1? Or 2? I believe that's Saber 1 right there. Or was that Saber 3? I think that's Saber 3, yes. That's Saber 4 over there, so we didn't get the hits on those. Or the Baron Fell. And then we got the premium cards. So we got the Mara Jade. We got the and we got the R3PO, the corrected version, the mail away one. And then just more of the sealed tournament starter deck stuff. And we did get a foil Anakin's lightsaber, a foil Executor, a foil Jabba, and a foil IG-2000 is the foils. That was the only like reflections cards I saw. Well, the only reflection cards in the stuff. Special edition. Was really looking for the objectives, but I don't think there was any that made it into this collection. Did get a Ben Kenobi, and didn't get the light side Death Star. Wait, yeah, nope, we got Coruscant. Haven't hit the Death Star stuff yet. We do got a Darth Vader Dark Lord of the Sith. Really pricey card. Really good hit in the collection.
And seen a few other rares, like General McQuarrin. That's actually the guy who did all the concept art for Star Wars. Ralph McQuarrin actually got made into a card for the game. That's awesome. Not really good in constructed, but he's still like, it's a cool card to have. Yeah, we didn't see any of the objectives. Would have really liked to see some of those, but sadly, yeah, did not happen. Was not in the collection. Got a rendezvous point, but you know, without hidden base, it's kind of because we need hidden base in order to run the deck. Yeah, there's one Yavin 4 site I actually needed a copy of, and I hope when we flip this last page, yes, the Sassy headquarters. Nice, we got that, so I can put that into my Death Star Blower Upper deck. Alright, Young Jedi. As you know, I'm the main state champion for the year 2000 for Young Jedi. Could not pass this up. I believe this is, yes, this is a complete set of Young Jedi. He said there might have been 2 complete sets of Young Jedi in here. We got the foils, Obi-Wan's saber, and one of the pod racers, and the Radiant 7. And then, oh, there's a little bit of the second set. I need a few cards to finish off that set. So hopefully I might have the other set of Young, I'd like to have 2 completed sets of Young Jedi. Last trade, next to last binder is Premiere. Really happy seeing this one. I think this might be a complete set because, as you'll see, we got 3PO, Vader. Sadly, 3PO is not that good. There's one card missing from here, so it looks like a Dark Side Disarmed. No, what's between Motion and Dice? What is that card that goes there? I don't know. Off the top of my head. We got Han, we got Tarkin. We got Leia, we got Luke. Of course, these are the premiere versions, not as heavily sought after as the rest. We got Falcon, Obi up in the corner. Again, you know, not as heavily sought after as some of the other versions. Looks like there's one missing red card, one missing card here for the R's. I think I don't know what's supposed to go there. So there's 2 cards missing, but not any of the big, hard to find 2 copies. We got both the Cantinas and the Obi-Wan's hut. So Cantina is like not worth anything, but it's always nice to have extras. I need them for the cube. We got Sneaker Sisters. Not a really expensive card, but I wanted to point this out. The actresses that were the models that were in the shot, they did not actually sign away their likeness rights. So when this card got made, the son of one of the 2 actually was like, "Mom, you're a card." And she saw that, and then she tried to get money for it from Lucas. And this card is why the Tanika sisters never had an action figure, because this card started a lawsuit. Really funny story behind that. But yeah, so we got Vader's Custom Tie, Vader's Saber. Vader's Eye would go there, but I have a Vader's Eye. So yeah, nice, mostly complete. Just looking for 3 cards. I think I probably have the stuff to be able to complete that set. And our last binder is going to be Jabba's Palace and Endor. So missing an R2 for the set. I'm not worried. I have an R2 to finish the set. I probably can patch in all the holes in this set. But R2 is probably the chase. R2 and Princess Leia were the big ones out of this one. R2 is good for deck building. Princess Leia, not so much. It's just she's in the gold bikini, and you know, all of us nerdy fanboys and some of the nerdy fan ladies were all like, ooh. So yeah, we don't have gold bikini Leia. So no gold bikini Leia and no Jabba. So, but I got, like I said, I got tons of Jabba's Palace, so I should be able to patch this set together. Endor, got Chewie, and I saw after his Chewie with blaster rifle was just better than that Chewie. Very, unless you want to play the Ewok deck, then basically that was the deck. Is that Ewok Village? I see an Ewok Village up here. Yep, Ewok Village. And was there Chief Chirpa's hut? No, Chief Chirpa's hut would be right there. So I'm still hunting for Chief Chirpa's hut. I think the Chief Chirpa's hut was the rare. We got a General Solo. The issue with General Solo is he was in the starter deck, so I'd have to look at the printing date to find out if that's a set, an Endor set one, or if that's actually a Death Star 2 starter Han Solo. Probably because I got some Death Star 2 starter decks, the boxes he had in here, it's probably the Death Star 2 Han. Okay, we didn't see Daughter of Skywalker, right? She was a big hit in this set, so yeah. Daughter of Skywalker would have been on this page, but she basically a Daughter of Skywalker. Like, that's actually the Leia that's actually like the good one, because she was played in all the Mind What You Have Learned, Save You Can decks. And we need a Tempest Scout 4 and a Tempest Scout 6. I think I have those. We got 3PO. And alright, and then here is the foils for the set. So we got the Ewok Village foil, we got the Elite Squadron Stormtrooper foils, but one of the big money cards that really drove this collection into the Vaders, and this alone were like, oh my god, okay, I gotta start pulling out stuff to trade to Paul, because that's awesome right there. But yeah, that is the collection. Paul, thank you so much. I'm gonna give these all a great home. I just need to get my hands on some of the objectives from Special Edition, and I can start building my cube, I can start building my decks, and we can start hopefully trying to, I know I'm not going to be able to do it for this year, but I would love to 2026 Worlds for Star Wars CCG would be awesome, but I got to start saving up cash for it now. So if you want to help out with that, like, share, subscribe, all those things, let YouTube doing a great job. And I will see you next week. Peace.
Hey everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.